But this will be the only time I talk about this on a news stream. It will be the last time I talk about this on an interview, fireside chat. I'm just done with the topic, but Alex being here, the consummate professional of thinking things through, and one of my muses on starting talks like this. I got to get this topic. It's the last time, and I swear to God, if anyone asks me this question, I'm just gonna. It's done. This is it, and it is PCVR talks. And Thrill Seeker is in the chat. Everyone, you all, I'm sure, are following him. He just did the definitive video right now. So far, I know some other people coming out with videos on the topic as well about PCVR being dead or not. Let's talk
Thrill
about
threw
it.
that out, dude. Thrill made that video happen so fast. Good job, bro. Like people started talking about it, and you were like, "Oh hell no!" Boom! Like right away, you made that video happen.
Yes.
I was really impressed.
So the conversation around PCVR is dead, I think, needs to be split up a little bit. Is it dead? No. So shut the fuck up. It's not dead. But why are we having this conversation, right? I think it splits up over different people. I think the people who are driving the conversation the most right now, unfortunately, are the developers. First and foremost, the developers have started this conversation. Not for any unjust reason, but we need to look at it. Why are the developers saying PCVR is dead? It's mostly because most of them are not profiting from it and see no viable option to profit from it. So you're going to see people like Six spouting off. I love him to death. I love him dearly. I hate the funk he's in. I hate seeing him slowly slip out of VR. It's killing me inside, especially with the Live and Your Fit being some of the first things I ever used in VR. Like, much love, Six. Please stay in. We need you. We need people like you who think differently. Please stay in. Just bear and grin this for a while. But it's understandable why developers are upset. They're basically understanding that making a video game is a gamble. It's always been a gamble. It's a very volatile system, and it's always been a gamble. But I don't think the odds are in any developer's favor right now. And that's where it's coming from. Are you seeing mostly developers bringing up PCVR dead, or are you seeing our content creator enthusiast crowd?
I think I see primarily developers, and then I think content creators jump on the opportunity to talk about it because it's just controversial and juicy and something that just sets people off. You know, you say VR is dead and instantly everybody's ears perk up because they're either going to agree with you and have a pretty strong opinion on it, or they're going to disagree with you and then have a pretty strong opinion on it. You know, I of course always do my best to kind of like ride the line and like understand that there's reasons why people feel strongly on both sides of the situation here. But for the most part, I do think it is the developers that are ultimately hurt the most by the mobile VR market right now, and the consumers. It's just an easy thing for them to just fucking spout about when they get on the internet in the morning. You know what I mean? Like it's just juicy. It's sitting there, low hanging fruit, easy to write an article about and get clicks. You know, like I don't think the conversation has as much merit as we give it, but it's kind of like flipping on Jerry Springer, you know, like that's not exactly the state of humanity, but yeah, those are people. And yeah, this is kind of funny, you know, so whatever, I guess I'll watch it for a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of the vibe I get when these conversations come up. It just seems like it's a reason for us to get a little bit hot and heated, defend something for a little while and do that. But that being said, it's obvious that the Oculus Quest is the way the human race is experiencing VR right now.
Sure.
You know, there are plenty of people out there who are hardcore VR supporters on the PC side of things, and you know, I'm sure that a lot of Quest owners eventually end up with PC setups because they had their minds blown by the Quest.
Yeah, real quick on that point.
Yeah.
Anyone who says that isn't going to happen, they're delusional. What did you start playing games on? You started with a Game Boy. I did. I started with the old school gray ginormous Game Boy original. What do you want after that? You want the Game Boy Advance. What do you want after that? You want a DS. What do you want after that? You want a Switch. Like, everyone's always going to want something more. And if Oculus Quest isn't going to be bringing larger and larger titles with, you know, on what people think is the natural progression of what a game should be on graphics, on gameplay, on everything, they're going to search for alternatives. That's natural. To say PCVR is dead is to say that it's non-existent. If I'm dead, I am out of existence. My memory is all that's left and it will slowly fade. Go on Steam. There's plenty of PCVR launches coming. There may not be what you want, but it ain't dead. And that's right. Really where I'm really annoyed with this conversation. It's an exhausting topic.
There's there's kind of like an analogy here that I think I've used this before, but I kind of compare the VR space to like maybe like the car enthusiast space, but let's say
I want to know where you're going with this.
it is a car. Like, let's say this is a car. The Quest right now is like, it's a way to get everybody into a Dodge Neon. Like there are a lot of people out there who are not driving cars, who have been interested in cars and maybe they see cars. And all the people who have had cars until now all have like hot rods, sports cars, like super sick shit because they've been enthusiasts from the beginning. So, of course, they're going to have badass shit. Well, now this other company comes along that's cranking out Dodge Neons or Geo Metros or whatever the hell it is that you want to call
Neons,
it.
old school.
And that was my first car, 96 Dodge Neon.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, dude. Well, and a lot of people's first VR headset is the Quest, and that's the analogy. It's like this is getting people into cars. It's getting them driving, and to say, "Oh, car enthusiasm is dead," is a bunch of horseshit. In fact, this is going to help get more people into those classic cars and expand your community. If you would just stop being a dick for 5 seconds and understand that this is a necessary step back in the world of cars in order for it to progress where we all want it to go.
Yes. Thank you. Button on it. It ain't dead. It's dead to the people spouting it mostly because they have more skin in the game and they're not seeing it out for profitability. It is dead by their definition because they're in a really shitty position that they put a lot of hard work in. That's why they say it's dead. It's not. But Six, if you're listening to this, please don't go nowhere, man. Like when it comes back, you're the person I want in VR. You're my favorite pessimist. You're my favorite person who I want on my team, knowing you're still building for VR. So please, Six, don't go nowhere. Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips, or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.